How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix, right? Oh! What? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. Yes. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title.
Hit him with that Marvel vs. Capcom level 2. Rip Bozo.
I've had this dream before. Someplace. Some time ago. As if this day was written into my destiny. Today, I'll stand in court as a lawyer. Prove the killer innocent.
March 23, 9:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, No. 3. Yo, I love this still samurai. Why has the phone got the ellipses?
Yeah. Dot,
Phone's like,
dot, 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 beep, beep, dot, 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 beep. Hello. This is Phoenix Wright.
you don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me, you're proving me not guilty today, right? If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too.
Now listen up, you better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever.
Maya.
Phoenix.
Mia. Maya, how's Maya? Dead? Why would you know?
I guess I haven't seen her ghost anywhere.
You don't know?
She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do?
Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles.
But
You can't give up. There's still some hope left.
stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere.
Why is your phone ellipsing?
Ah! That accursed on guard again. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it.
You're really mean, pal.
Ah! Gumshoe, I'm really sorry. Where are you?
They let me join the investigation team, but we're chasing after the killer, pal.
Wait, then you have some sort of lead?
Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not going to give up.
Gumshoe.
Until the trial's over, till the verdict is handed down, we're going to do everything we can and find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then you can get on guard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal.
That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first.
Now you got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer.
I have to make the trial last longer?
If you go with Mr. Edgeworth with everything you got, then you two can draw it out.
Oh. Well, now I get it.
I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're going to give it all we've got, just like you.
Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe.
Movie yelled at me.
Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friends. It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance.
Hey, Chad, if you have a lot of money, I will absolutely be your friend.
Yeah.
I will sell out in this, so don't listen to this. She died. Think about taking advice from a dead person. That's like your first step.
She had friends, right? Maybe.
No, she
I guess
had
she didn't.
Phoenix. Think about that. Her one
That's
friend is
true.
Phoenix Wright.
That is really sad.
Yeah, if you want your one friend to be Phoenix Wright, tweet us.
She was kind of friends with Marvin Grossberg, I guess. Not really, I guess, because he kind of sold her out or whatever. Or like refused to help.
She probably
whatever.
bought him.
I see.
Think about it.
She bought him that painting.
He's a fake friend. Fake mustache. Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through. I know it.
March 23, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom no 3. Oh my god, we're back in the
Oh my
fucking
god,
building.
these guys again? This court case is gonna take forever. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Ongard. The fence is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Ow! As I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being exactly what Miss Adrian Andrews' role was in this murder. That to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings.
Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Ongard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are for those from which she cannot escape.
So then you're saying that she's guilty after all?
I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder.
Ah,
I would like to direct the court's attention to this card.
what is that? It looks like a shell.
This is the calling card of a certain assassin.
Assassin, you say?
Yes, Juan Carita was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt Ongard. Yeah, okay.
Wow,
yeah.
that seems like really
I believe
extensive
it.
measure. What a surprising turn of events!
I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor.
I know what's going on this time. So I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true.
But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya's safe and sound.
I wonder how the trial will turn out today. Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand. Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please.
Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor underpaid action star.
And what is your relation to the defendant?
That's, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way. Yeah.
Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much.
Sorry. I'm just that kind of a nothing sort of guy.
On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went.
All you need to do is answer what you are asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Ongard's room.
Okay, sure. Visit to Matt's room. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had a guest with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me.
That was Phoenix.
Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony. Talking with the bellboy is no big deal.
If one assumes that that person Mr. Ongard was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy.
What are you implying?
Well, Mr. Wright, let's have you cross-examination, shall we?
Looks like we're in another sticky situation.
Huh?
A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, right?
That's usually what I do.
Alright, let's investigate. I mean, we just gotta press these, right?
We gotta waste time. Pressing seems like a great way to waste time.
True. Hold it.
A defendant's room? Why did you go there?
Well, why are you speaking so slow? Anyway, I'm his mentor, like a big brother, sort of, and I wanted to say congrats.
What's wrong? Why did you stop?
Mr. Wright,
What is it?
you're gonna try to trick me into a quarter, aren't you?
Huh?
I know I'm just a 400 main action star, but I'm not the killer.
No one said you were, Mr. Powers.
No, please, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy.
Every time.
Is he wrong? Witness. I will personally
No.
talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony.
Sorry.
So, you went to the defendant's room, and then? Hey, wait a minute. When and did I suddenly turn to the bad guy here?
Always has been. Probably when you're defending, like, a guy who hired an assassin.
You know what? We put Larry Butts on the stand.
It's true. Multiple times, I think. Let's see. Okay, yeah. What's up with this? What's up with Matt?
Are you sure that was Matt on guard?
Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the nickel samurai mask then.
That's the case. Then he really can't be mistaken.
And what was the defendant doing standing in front of his own room? Talking with someone?
First, what do you mean by that?
He was in a bellboyish uniform and he had a bottle of juice on a tray.
Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me.
Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy.
And why was that?
Why did I think that, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry.
Guess I'm gonna have to wait patiently on this one.
Okay. Watch this doing for a while.
You gave up. I like giving up. Okay, you saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant together, correct?
Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats.
Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange?
I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, he gave the bellboy a tip.
A tip? That's a perfectly normal thing to do. So, how long did you watch the two of them?
Not more than a minute or two, I think.
Guess that night, I could make them wait for me.
So, who are these guests you're talking about?
You guys, of course, you and Maya and Little Pearl. I thought it'd be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway.
It's like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further.
Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night?
I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state. I ended up focusing on her.
I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long.
Oh. Okay. Do we
Okay,
now...
We have evidence to present, I'm assuming.
Or, okay, but on this statement, we did say come back later. So, like, maybe now that he saw...
Why did you think it was the bell? I mean,
Yeah, I'm just going
why
once
did you
again.
think it was a
I mean,
bellboy?
it's not gonna hurt. Let's just see. At first, what do you mean by
at
that?
first, what do you mean by that?
That's the same thing. Why did I think that, Mr. Wright?
Right.
Oh, wait. Oh, here we go.
Wait a second. Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago you stated. I did feel like something weird. I think it was because Matt, he gave the bellboy a tip.
I don't sound like that, do I?
Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself?
That's it. You really know your job.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
his bellboy. He wasn't an ordinary one, was he?
Perhaps we should let the witness tell us.
Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony.
You mean about the bellboy, right? Give the bellboy a tip. Look how expressive.
So, he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that?
Well, you see, Matt's not a poor petty pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because that tip really shocked me.
How much it was?
That's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. That's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked.
I'm afraid I don't follow it all. Sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about. Probably his face, if we're trying to solve answers. But, you know, On Guard's tip if we're trying to waste time, you know what I'm saying? Let's do
And I think we should try to waste time. I think that you're right.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming we just re-ask, so I'm not...
The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree?
Sure. Giving him that much is maybe a little too much, I think.
A little too much.
Will you please clarify for the court about how much you would say the defendant gave to the bellboy?
Honestly, I don't know. Can't even begin to guess.
And why is that?
Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash.
A roll of cash!
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that seems like
I
a
can't
really
remember
generous
roll of
guy.
cash.
He could be
Yeah.
a murderer. Ah, well, how
I can't
interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it?
A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor.
Judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us.
Oh, jeez. I was mashed at
Raise an objection.
Yeah, fuck it.
Objection! The defendant is a superstar. That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him.
Objection! Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I be standing around here prosecuting?
You fucking gold digger. Well, actually, he's got a point. I don't even get paid.
What?
I don't rolls of cash for all my hard work.
What?
Us and Gumshoe both, I guess. So, supposing that rolls of cash was not a tip, then what was it?
A payment, Your Honor.
Payment?
Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Carita.
Then the bellboy the witness saw.
Yes, he was the assassin. Oh, yeah. I mean,
wow,
I've heard
that makes a lot of
before.
sense.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
okay.
great. Hold your horses now, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any proof of this, do you?
Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime.
Shelley? The killer?
He's the person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I am certain that person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley the Killer.
Really?
Oh, what's wrong, Mr. Powers?
No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head, and I think I just figured something out.
Oh?
Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night.
What?
I mean, yeah.
Wait, you saw him again later? Isn't that kind of weird?
I've seen bellboys once or
Mr.
twice.
Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir. Right away. The second time. This time I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom, and that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Carita's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean... Tots.
Thank you very much. That is all we need for now.
But I'm not done. There's still more.
Let us first establish that that bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. Then we shall see.
So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was the assassin, Then I think the answer is fairly obvious.
That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh.
Yeah.
This is no laughing matter.
Right.
Yes, that's your name.
Phoenix Wright.
Okay, is this another presser?
I mean, we're wasting time, right? You know,
Fuck it.
let's ask about that hallway. And what time was it?
Oh, well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended at around 8 p.m., alright? And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that. Then I came back. Then I went to the bathroom. And so I guess maybe it was around 8:10 p.m. by that time?
Okay, wait, hold on. So the award ceremony ended at 8. He went to go to Matt. He came back, and then he went to the bathroom in 10 minutes. Like,
I mean,
he
I
walked
guess he
all
wasn't
the way to
waiting.
Matt, and then turned around. Like, he ran out of patience for waiting on Matt to, like, congratulate him and, like, talk to him, all this stuff, right?
Yep.
Walked all the way back to the other side, which required at least 2 navigation menus, and then had to navigate back,
That's true.
This is suspicious, Mr. Murderer. You're not
Let's
one
arrest
for
him.
details, are you, Mr. Powers?
Sorry. I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats. When that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room.
Are you sure it was the same bellboy?
Yeah.
How could you tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform, after all.
But you see, well, he had these stitches in his face. So I'm sure it's the same guy that was talking with Matt.
So which room did the bellboy come out of?
His room, I mean, oh wait, come back. Press on this one. He came out of Juan's room.
The victim's room, huh? Juan's?
Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, all right.
Words cannot describe how screwed I am.
Let's continue with the testimony, shall we?
Think about the boy did seem kind of out of place. Sure.
So, what exactly was so out of place about him?
Right. Why the insipid grin?
Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's gonna say next.
Well, the bellboy was empty-handed.
Empty-handed?
That bellboy is one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart and he wasn't holding a tray either. Call that a little strange too, wouldn't you?
I agree that it is a little strange, Mr. Powers. But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? Actually, yes. The only other bellboy in this series was carrying tea literally
That's
to
true.
this courtroom. I like these options. It's either let it slide or try to pull a fast
Go
one.
for the. I think we gotta go
Let's
for the
try to
angle
pull
shoot,
a
right?
fast one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta go for it.
There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy.
But there really is.
There really isn't.
Objection! If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There is no reason for them to be empty-handed ever. Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one.
Edgeworth. Are you gonna do whatever you can to make the bellboy look sus? I see. Very well. The court recognizes and grants this prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please.
Yes, sir. I was kind of straight for the bellboy to come out of a guest room empty-handed. Is this
Yeah.
like a pressing one? Or like a presenting one? Hold on. Okay, let's look at our evidence. It's been a bit.
So, okay, he went in with the juice, right?
Yes.
He came without the juice.
Yes.
Was there a previous testimony from Miss Adrienne Andrews about the juice? Like, she didn't bring juice, right? So She
Right.
poured it, though.
Yeah. She just poured herself a juice. So someone brought the juice. Yeah,
But we've
there's
got
the juice
juice with their
bottle. There's
fingerprints
the
on
tray. So did The bellboy could have brought the tray and the
Oh
juice.
yeah, he would have left it. He dropped
yeah,
the
he would've
juice
left
off.
it. Yeah.
he just left the juice. That's like the whole point. Yeah.
Present the crime photo
So
here?
photo, yeah, crime photo. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Mr. Powers,
Yes?
you're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that this bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true.
But isn't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches and
Oh, you're making fun of people's disabilities now, Mr. Powers?
oh no,
Wasn't
I
it not too long ago that I had to defend you because you were ugly?
Oh,
Yeah, but also baseballs have stitches or something. I guess that's what we're going with. Are you saying that all baseballs are sus because they have stitches?
true. Oh, well, there's also, I mean, what about him being empty-handed?
I'd like to ask the court to please take a look here. This is the crime scene? There's a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Kurita's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you would look at what is on top of the table in the lower right corner here, anyone can clearly see that there's a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Kurita's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left.
Ugh.
But that would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room. But you can prove that Mr. Kurita was already dead at that time? Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes?
I blame you for leading me down this route.
I'm terribly sorry.
What's with him? Why is he laughing?
Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us?
Is there?
The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say empty-handed? Got him. I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
Huh? What?
The bellboy, he was wearing gloves.
Gloves?
Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right?
Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier?
Sorry, it slipped my mind.
Ah, boy, does this make this bellboy look really suspicious. All right, got to focus. I can't get lax here. So what if he had gloves? His face is all messed up and has stitches. Why can't his hands be horribly disfigured?
A lot of baseballs
A
wear
lot of
gloves.
bellboys wear gloves.
Baseball gloves,
Baseballs
yeah.
wear gloves.
Come on, Mr. Right? The
Baseballs do not.
bellboys.
Wait, hold on. Baseballs do not wear gloves, Indy. Why do I listen to you?
Why are they called baseball gloves then?
You know, I don't know. I think you're right. Baseballs wear gloves.
Come on, Mr. Right? The bellboy's wearing black leather ones.
So, a football is made out of leather. Are you saying that all footballs are sus because they're made of leather?
Or we really are going for the angle shoot fast one here.
But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't even think that someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy. Yeah, but, basketball players get paid large wads of cash.
Yes, I would consider all basketball players suspicious. Anyway, it seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony.
The rest? Oh, yes. Please, tell us more.
Okay. Their second meeting. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door, just like that. He gave someone to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just kind of left without even going into the room. After that, went to the bathroom and then back to my seat.
So, the bellboy. after leaving the crime scene, went to the defendant's room?
Yeah, I kind of saw all that by accident.
Accident? I'd say you saw too much. We're gonna have to take you out. Because all of it was suspicious to high heaven. I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Or an athlete. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's find out about their second meeting.
Jeremy, for you later, this episode is just called Sports Ball.
Thanks. I always have to draw a sports ball thumbnail. Son of a bitch. All right, let's see. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy knocked on the door. Yeah, let's just press all these. Fuck it.
Is that what you saw while you were busy spying?
Excuse me? I may be a poor underpaid action star, but even I wouldn't stoop to spying.
Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers?
Oh, from the door of the bathroom with my left eye and a sort of sneaky spite, like...
I knew he was spying.
Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That is all I care to know.
What that has to do with his pitching style.
Shut it, right? Gave someone to the person.
I said hold it.
Oh, okay.
That's better.
You're really stalling now.
What kind of statement is that? Please, elaborate and give us a few more details.
Okay.
Should probably ask him only one question at a time.
The fuck was the statement? It was like he
I
gave
don't
something to the
remember.
person in the room. or
Inside the
something?
room, yeah.
Wait, what is this?
He said he
something?
went back. Yeah, what is
Yeah,
this
because
something?
he went down guard's room. Yeah, what is this something?
Yeah. He gave something to this person.
Yeah.
And what is this something?
If I remember what it was, I wouldn't be calling it something, would I?
This implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers?
I think it was something kind of small.
This is an incredibly crucial piece of information. Please try to remember what it was.
I'll try.
In the meantime, let's talk of another point, namely what the bellboy did next.
So after he gave the person inside the room the thing...
Just
That
left.
he just left.
Okay, let's press it.
Yeah. So where did this bellboy go after he left Mr. Onguard's room?
He opened the door to Viola Hall, went in there, and, it was after that, right?
I do.
Sure. Then went back to the bathroom.
Okay, did you see anything strange, suspicious, or just out of the ordinary at that time?
Oh, yeah, I saw that one thing.
What? You saw something else?
There's this jittery alien with the ray gun. I was watching Juan's door like some sort of stalker.
I think we can forget about the alien. Well, Mr. Powers' testimony was just as vague as whenever he gave it the first time.
It's a little troublesome, isn't it? But I'm sure if you press him enough, eventually everything will become clear. Although that just makes it harder on us, doesn't it?
Talk about a lose-lose situation.
All right, so let's repress this statement, and let's do the other option, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like there's nothing really objectionable, I think.
Hold it, I said. Hold it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I said hold it.
What about the person inside?
So, who took this something that the bellboy handed off?
Actually, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
Only an arm? Then you're saying that you didn't see the person's face?
Yeah.
I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm.
Yeah, it was just like that.
Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really that important?
Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is what whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client.
Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was that the bellboy handed off.
Oh, well, let's see. I think it was,
If you remember, please add it to your testimony.
Yes, sir. Saw it again, I can say for sure, but I think it was some sort of wooden statue.
Do we have a wooden statue?
Yeah, the Magatama.
It's like a stone.
Go to the side. Go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
Page 2. No.
No.
No. No.
Not the knife. Anything in here? Nope. Card, spy camera.
Because that was in the giant bear.
Yeah, it was
in the giant
big bear. Big bear.
Bear. Oh, what about that little statue?
Oh, it's wooden.
Wooden
Son
bear
of a bitch.
figurine.
Oh.
We found that at the house where.
Oh, we
Mine was
probably
being
should
held.
have presented that one actually.
What was the point of that pregnant pause?
Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up. It was me, Your Honor.
What is it, Phoenix?
I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this. Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, the something you saw. Was it this item?
Oh, hey, yeah, that's it. That's a something. Wow, Mr. Wright, you really have figured it out.
I recall we found this at Matt Ongard's mansion.
At the defendant's house? Wow, what is this fucking Phoenix Wright guy doing? He's trying to lose this court case. What does this mean?
It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the Killer assassinated Juan Carita in his room. And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime.
Then, the bear being found at Mr. Ongard's mansion would mean...
It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Ongard is the killer's client. I mean, he could be innocent.
This lawyer guy's really screwed. Order! I said order!
Okay.
Mr. Wright, this is a most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah. Sorry, Mia.
No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have.
I almost forgot that he knew about it too. I think it is clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial. I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor, a minute, please. Yes, Mr. Wright? There are still a few points left that have not been fully explored.
What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can't have that. All right, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you like to explore further?
Oh shit, okay.
Who received the bear? Okay,
yeah, because it
don't
wasn't
click
clear,
yet.
right? Yeah.
We don't know who actually got the bear because we already know that somebody was trying to frame Matt on guard.
Yes.
So what better way, once they got their confirmation that the guy was dead, than to, who would also have access to his house, might I add? You know? Let's say that Miss Adrian Andrews received the bear. You know?
Yeah, I think you're kind of cooking there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's ship it.
There was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear. And that is the identity of the person who received the bear.
You
There
guys
is something in the person inside the
are
room.
making fun of me.
I'm sorry, but I didn't know you saw the person's arm. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear. By golly, we can't be sure of.
What?
What?
What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, at least give us a good reason why.
No, just passing a kidney stone, Your Honor. Sorry. Actually, so I remembered. I remembered who took the bear.
What? Really?
I mean, I only saw his arm, but the arm. It was the Nickel Samurai's arm. I swear it.
You've got to be kidding me!
Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers?
Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai.
Wow, I can't believe the Nickel
Adrian
Samurai
Anderson.
did that. Order! Order! It looks like you've dug your own grave. Yet again. How many times is that today? I've lost count.
So the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And as we all know, Matt Ungard is the Nickel Samurai.
That's where you're wrong,
Some
itchy
deja
boy.
vu.
Thanks to the defense, we've made that all the clearer. What am I supposed to do now? Mia, help!
You don't have time to act lost. You've got to find another angle to attack this from. Hurry.
Smack. Now, I will bring this cross-examination to a hold it! Your Honor! Again, Mr. Wright. We've already removed any and all questionable areas of this testimony.
It's about time you were removed from this court, Mr. Wright.
I have to find something. Even one more little point will do. There are still questions that are left unanswered.
What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can't have that. All right, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you like to explore further? The person who received the bear.
Yeah.
There was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear. And that is the identity of the person who received the
Wait.
bear.
Oh wait, did we just loop it?
Somebody inside
I
the
think we
room.
just looped it. Oops.
Yeah, can't be sure.
Yeah, we literally just looped it.
What is that?
Okay, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's deja vu right now.
Oh, well, that was
What about the bear?
yeah, what about that bear? I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable. Was it
I don't know.
the bear, Mr. Wright? No, it would have been Powers' testimony because he said that it was the Nickel Samurai. I think, oops.
Oh, yeah, no, god damn it. You're right. Duh.
This was found at Mr. Ongard's mansion. However, Mr. Ongard was arrested at the
Wait,
hotel
yeah,
that
wait,
night.
true.
We're
Wait, no,
cooking.
Wait, true.
Which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. Oh! I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It's not possible that it was Mr. Ongard who took this bear to his mansion.
Yeah, okay.
I think he's actually kind of cooking there. Well, why? That's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken this bear home. Whew. Disaster averted.
Objection. You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
I remember
How
it
not?
clear as day.
You're so dumb.
I remember what you muttered to yourself at Ongard's mansion. I was here, you completely surrounded, Your Honor. There's no way for him to escape.
I can't believe it.
Can't believe it.
All this
That
time he's
butler.
the killer.
Who's the killer?
You sound like.
Don't sound like that.
The killer and Ongard were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at Ongard Mansion as its butler.
What a bold move.
The bear figurine was brought back to Ongard Mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, On Guard had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation.
Can't even see the zipper on him there, or the stitches, you know.
He's on zips.
Zoop. It's the exact same face, but without the stitches.
It's his disguise.
Let's take this mask off and see who this guy really is. It's the guy?
It's Shelly the Killer.
Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now.
This is too much. Is there anything I can attack at all?
No.
I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Matt On Guard. I see no reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will now hand down my verdict.
Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you?
I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth. Any last objections, Mr. Wright? Do I? What should I do?
Yeah, let's just lose.
Okay, follow-up question.
Wait.
Who was in the Nickel Samurai costume?
True.
There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this dirty trick. Your Honor, right now, we have these two reasons to believe that my client is the assassin's client. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found at the On Guard mansion. However, it's possible that all of this is the work of a certain other person. What are you saying?
Wait, I think you're right about the Adrian Angle shoot.
What I'm saying is that it's possible that a different person is the killer's real client.
What? What?
It just makes no sense.
Oh.
The real client? Yes.
Tisk, tisk. Is this all you have?
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the killer's real client, and therefore, the real murderer?
We gotta
Lot
accuse
of heart.
Adrian again, right?
Lot of heart.
It's gotta be a lot of heart. It's gotta be Franziska. Maya said of the kidnapping.
Maya really hated. Maya was definitely on the Jim and Ninja side. Adrian Andrews? Yes. We already know that she tried to frame Matt On Guard for the crime by wearing a spare nickel samurai costume.
Then the Nickel Samurai's arm that I saw.
That could have very well been Miss Andrews. Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense, but how'd they get the thing in? But what about Mr. On Guard? Well, if you would please recall yesterday's testimony. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period. Well, that's right. Then, finding this figure at Mr. On Guard's mansion? Well, it was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this?
No one believes this.
I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. What was with the trial?
With his trial. Come on, can anyone tell On Guard did it?
Can't believe the defense would go so far as to pin that guilt on someone else.
Yeah, unbelievable. It's not something petty, it's murder of all things. This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I cannot give up on. Order! 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 All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom.
Your Honor. For the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with this what-if game.
Is what if game, Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered. Why would the criminal want this literal wooden bear?
He's right. The killer did especially bring that bear to On Guard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it?
Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews.
And who would that be?
It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself.
Oh wow, I really thought it was gonna be Edward.
It's been a woman, I don't know.
I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh wow, we live.
Jeez. March 23, 11:54 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, No. 3. Oh, I know it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you tried to pin the guilt onto Adrian.
I swear this demon will pay. Mr. Nick! Pearls? Where's Mia? I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away. A really strong power? Mr. Nick! Your phone! It's from Gumshoe. So we had caller ID earlier when we yelled at him?
Yeah. Hey, how's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal?
Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch on to.
Oh, that's good, pal.
And what about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are?
No, we still don't have any leads, but,
What? We don't have any more time!
if we just had the one, even a single clue would be really helpful.
I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of luck this time? Is all our hope for naught?
A tent!
A tent!
I don't know.
Huh? A tent?
What? No!
I can see a circus tent.
Oh, I can see a circus
Mia!
tent. It looks like Maya was trapped by the Berry Pig Circus still just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me.
So it was Maya that called you away.
She's locked in a dusty little room right now. But I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away.
Gumshoe! Is there a circus in town right now?
Unfortunately, pal, the very big circus.
Wow! Maya's somewhere within a 300-foot radius of the main tent.
The what? Oh, okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on the map. About a 3-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry, yeah, we set up a map of the fucking circus.
Yeah, they were visiting.
They were already there. They're
And?
just sitting there.
I can see a mailbox under the window just outside.
Gumshoe! There's also a mailbox.
Okay, what else?
What else, Mia?
I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. I felt like I was in an old office building. Maybe the 3rd floor or so.
I heard there, an old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck.
Good luck.
I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal?
I'll be in court. Oh, well. Mia, Maya's not hurt, right?
She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved.
Gumshoe, please hurry.
She can't go 2
She's
days
not
better,
getting any
Boygas.
burgers.
Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix?
It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer.
March 23, 12:05 p.m. District Court, Courtroom, No. 3.
Oh my gosh, I just want to go home, man.
Court will now reconvene.
The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with that name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder.
I understand.
Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews?
Of course I have.
You have seen it before?
That's right, it's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets?
All right.
Why? Why does she?
The bear figurine.
This is not looking good, folks.
Actually,
It's
this is
Jilver.
an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it.
So, this figurine. It's a container of sorts, is it?
Yes, looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree?
Yes. This is superb craftsmanship. Oh, yes. I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
It looks like there really was something to that bear after all.
Is the judge just like fiddling with the bear? Like, get me. Let's see.
Whoa! I've never felt so alive.
Let's just press these. That's a puzzle.
A puzzle?
That's right.
But it looks like an ordinary figurine. I can't get any of the parts to move. Well, true enough. People who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So, what kind of puzzle is this exactly?
All right, that was very useful. You can take it apart. That's
So, you can take it apart. And how would one go about doing that?
Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in.
Oh, yes, I see.
After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed.
Oh! Well, this is most interesting. Boy and his new toy. He's like 5 all over again. Here, maybe. Oh! Don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on. I think he's lost it.
So what do you find after you take the puzzle apart?
It's sweet, creamy center. And how do you know about this?
I know because I was the one who bought it.
Huh?
It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland.
Then this was a present from you?
That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Juan.
So, it was a present from Miss Andrews.
Witness, let's continue with your testimony.
yeah. Okay. Yep. If you don't know it, can't do it.
So, who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle?
Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland, so I doubt there are many people with that same bear in this country.
What? This looks like it could be easily broken. Especially if somebody wanted to get at what's inside.
Well,
The
it's
judge
a-
has broken it. It's definitely
It's
broken
in
behind the stand
pieces.
right now. It's like, oh, you could totally rip this thing apart
He's covered
accidentally.
in the creamy filling.
Well, it's a toy. But it can never be the same again once it's been broken. Just like a human.
Let's see.
Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or a jewelry box?
I never told anyone. And as long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew.
2 of you, huh? Then of course that means Mr. OnGuard didn't know, right? This is about all I'm gonna get for now. Figurine updated in the court record.
Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize
He has not.
that there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box.
Mmm.
Now that we have
Does
agreed
it tell
to this
time
point...
by growling?
No. That would only happen if it was a monkey. But now that
Monkeys
we have...
growl?
Yes. Now that we have agreed to this point, there is only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is
What
inside?
is its creamy center?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is inside?
That's right. That's what we are going to find out next. Witness,
Yes?
you're the only one who can open this. Please.
I'm taking a while to solve this, right?
Sorry, hold on.
A painful silence hanging over the courtroom.
Hold on one second.
All eyes are on Miss Andrews now as she solves the puzzle
what?
and takes the bear apart.
There we go. I've opened it. Is this what you wanted?
What is that? It looks like a note.
I don't think we need to guess at what that is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note.
A suicide note?
The suicide note left by Juan Carita's former manager, Celeste Impax. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts. But just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Carita himself. It seems Celeste Impax had a very beautiful handwriting, and she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide. What do you want, Phoenix?
Maybe not the time to point that one out, edgy boy.
No, it's for identification. Shot it.
Wow, that's a little messed
Really
up.
nice
the match
handwriting,
right
yeah.
there. Order! Witness, did you know about this?
Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public. But I couldn't find it anywhere.
Because it had already been taken by the killer.
Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question?
What is written on the note?
That's right. At least that's what I would think.
Now then, I believe it is only appropriate that the contents of this note be made known.
I can't stop you, can I?
You can eat the
There's so
note.
much. Just to get my hands on it.
Put it in your mouth.
It looks delicious.
And I was going to burn it for her sake.
I'm not sorry at all, actually, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of this note aloud. Can you read cursive?
Very
actually?
well. I do. I learned it while writing the Declaration of Independence or something. Judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impax left us all a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by On Guard. About being engaged to Carita and On Guard's role in destroying that. About how she decided, in her despair, to end it all. And that's all Miss Impax had to say.
It was pretty moving. There is one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Ongard.
That come through?
No.
You said there's no use in trying to, slander Mr. On Guard, and then just organ sounds from the other side, like burr, burr. Very good. Then what?
Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness?
Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference.
My word!
Matt Ongard values, above all else, his refreshing like a spring breeze image. Which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost.
Less suicide note added to the court record. Oh wow, maybe this On-Guard guy's not so good, huh?
Wow.
It's On-Guard's fault that that woman killed herself.
time evil is to try to kill someone. Stop him from revealing that.
How terrible. What a selfish person.
I guess there are slimeball lawyers out there who'll defend these creeps too.
There's no room for doubt here. Mr. the Killer's client's goal was to obtain the suicide note, and the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house.
It seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. How am I supposed to escape from this one?
Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do.
I know. I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay. There are two deadly pieces of evidence. The figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of this situation through one of those.
The gavel is already in the judge's hand. Phoenix, hurry.
The suicide note or the figurine. Which one of these should I pursue?
Fuck. Okay.
Okay, hear me out, hear me
Yeah.
out, hear me out,
Okay.
hear me out, hear me
Yeah,
out.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Hands off the controller.
Yes, it
no
is.
Mush,
Put-
no
controllers
magic.
down. Controllers down.
Okay, about freaking time. Okay, Celeste's suicide note, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're really tied together, but if we're going for the Adrian Andrews thing, right? And then it was supposed to be delivered to her, right? She really wanted that bear, so that's
She
why
did.
she had the killer
She
bring it
did.
back.
She did.
Now, the only angle that we don't have there is why did it make it to Matt on Guard's mansion?
Mm-hmm.
Was it because, like, once she's got it, you know, like, there was a, you know, was she was probably brought in for questioning immediately afterwards?
Yeah.
Like, maybe it was the time separation on top of all that. And, you know, it could be one of those. She is kind of, you know, she's looking kind of sus there. But would that be more that, like, the figurine being delivered to her? Celeste's suicide note would be a good motivation, like a clear motive for why she would want, you know,
Yes.
the bear at least, but not why she would want Karita dead.
Yes. My
Yeah.
hang up, and I think that, and I'm not sure which evidence to pick here for this, is that how would Matt know about any of this? Like either of these two things. Like how would he have known
why
about
would-
the bear? Like how,
Why would
like,
he know about the suicide
Yeah,
note?
yeah. How would he, yeah? Why would he know that it's
But
a honest person?
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the figurine might be a better angle to go for, because if only the two of them knew that had the suicide note in it, or it had like any sort of relevance to either one of them, right? Because if Matt's doing it to cover his own image, why does he know that the figurine has the thing? So I think
Yeah.
the figurine's a better angle to take this from.
Okay. Yeah. Let's. I agree.
Lock it. Yeah. Objection! Please, wait, Your Honor.
Oh my god, stop!
I got this freaking guy again. I'm going to shoot myself. Oh man, look at that lawyer.
He's still going at it.
Like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook. The assassin took this with him from the crime scene after murdering Mr. Karita. At the request of his client, of course. So,
Ow.
what's your point,
God, I just
Mr.
wanna go
Wright?
home already, man. I don't know, man.
I don't think it's possible that Mr. DeKiller's client was
dude.
Matt on Guard.
Yeah. I mean,
In fact, I think there's a contradiction here. You can't tell just by looking at it that this bear is really a jewelry box. The chances that Matt on Guard thought that the note was inside this bear are 0 to none. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. Exactly. But I did think of it that way. Not to brag. And I thought it was rather strange. After all, there's no reason why Mr. On Guard would ever want a jewelry box like this. He doesn't even like bears.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he doesn't like bears. Order! You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? All right, hold on. I'm cooking. Ready?
Yeah. Okay.
He only knows about it because of the video camera that was put up inside the room.
Oh yeah, maybe. But like, I mean,
That
would he have
bear.
like taken the note out and like, look at this note, and then put it back in?
But like if they discussed it, whatever, like whenever Adrian Andrews
You're
talked
right.
to him.
You're right.
So like he just got that gleaned from there, and he's like, actually, I'll take that note so it can't be used against me. Because I'm assuming Adrian was like, I want to burn it, and he's like, I want to show everybody about it. And the two of
Yep.
them kind of like kerfuffled. And Matt was like, well, I don't want it coming out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think you're right.
it was just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one.
Unfortunately, I think he believes it differently.
I believe a show of appreciation is in order.
Huh?
The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself.
Ugh.
I would like to direct the court's attention to this.
I hate being right.
Yeah.
What is that?
Phoenix, right? It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. It's very common.
Spying? What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession.
Matt Ongard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses.
And?
The victim, Juan Carita, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt Ongard.
Wait, that's really matched up for Matt on guard to do. Invasion of privacy. Order! Order! Ahem! Mr. Wright! Yes, Your Honor? You! Don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities. Well, sort of. Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright.
I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. But this camera that I have is not the same one. Last night I searched the victim's house on a hunch, using this.
Gumshoe's Bug Sweeper.
The police have their own, but I didn't want to go through them. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera.
Matt on God's fingerprints were on there.
Well,
At his own
Phoenix,
house?
We're cooked.
Isn't that kind of okay?
It looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh?
What am I supposed to say to that evidence?
I think this is the end. I hope Maya dies. It is fairly obvious that Mr. Ongard learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along.
Tell me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that.
Thank God, maybe we can go home.
Hey, Harry, now what's that lawyer thinking?
Mommy, is that man the fan killer guy?
Shush, stop, don't look at him.
Why he's sweating is just so ew nasty.
Phoenix,
Yes, Chief.
you are sweating ew nasty right now. Have you figured out what you're going to do next yet?
Buy some deodorant?
Thank you.
Does running away like a frightened child work? You can run away from your smell.
I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing.
Oh? What is it, Mia?
There was a piece of evidence that he really should investigate.
Something he should investigate.
I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance.
Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? You're normally so directly clear and tell us exactly what the answer is. All right. I think this time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you? What is this piece of evidence that Mia's talking about? Can I figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at? Or should I let it go?
Okay, so she said something that Edgeworth didn't really get to look at.
Can we look at it?
That's gotta be the suicide note, right? That's the only thing you
wait,
didn't have.
wait. Okay, hold on. Go left.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Okay, hold on. What about the picture? What does that say on the back?
With love.
Celeste. So I guess they loved each other, but that's kind of in the note. The
Yeah.
receipt. Well, the receipt for the bear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the bear. What's one more to the left? Is that the bug sweeper? No.
We don't have the bug sweeper.
Yeah. The transmitter changes the footage taken by the other thing in a video.
Yeah, so that's
Oh.
how he records it.
My question is, if he's putting this, because he puts security cameras in his own house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he put security cameras in his own house. What does that have to do with, like, anything else, you know?
What do you mean?
Like, their evidence for why he knew about why he was spying on the other thing, like on the other guy, was that he put up cameras in his own house.
No,
The connection.
No, the cameras were in Juan's house.
He said the defendant's house. I swear.
I'm pretty sure he said the victim. I don't know how
Well,
else.
okay.
Yeah.
Chat, I'm sorry, ignore that. Okay. Okay, so hold on. Okay, go to the right.
Okay. Oh wait, that's the left. All right.
Okay, not the stuffed bear, not the receipt, not this, and he hasn't investigated the note. I guess.
He hasn't looked at the note, and I think that's the one thing we need to double check. I don't know.
Maybe Phoenix will prompt us if we start
Yeah.
objecting. So let's present evidence.
Yeah.
I have an objection, Your Honor.
Huh. That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright.
Thanks.
Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily. You are beginning to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all.
Hmm?
In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing.
Hey, isn't that what I just said?
So you're telling me that I forgot something?
You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you really should examine about that piece of evidence. Okay, this is
Fucking no.
okay. Hover over the camera. Hover over our camera.
Yeah.
There, it's timered. That's nice. And what's the receiver thing? That just says transmit it to video, right? Yeah. But the camera is set on a time limit, right?
Yeah.
So how would he know when the two of them are going to talk is like a question I have. Initially.
I mean, this camera was. I don't know about the other one that Edgeworth
I mean,
was talking
the other
about.
one, I thought that was like just how those cameras worked, because they can't just like forever record it.
I have no clue.
Okay, wait. If we have our camera and we know that he's recording it, why would he set it up to record at 8 p.m. for 1 hour, so he wouldn't have.
Yeah, which
Like, it was pre-programmed,
when
so
the
it wouldn't have-
conversation. Well,
Yeah, the
it was after
conversation
show,
would have been
right?
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever Adrian Andrews went in and was talking about the puzzle box, that would have been not when the camera was set up to record.
No. I think he's saying that he overheard them talking at Juan's house, which is how they found it out. Not from this camera.
Okay, wait. But why,
Edgeworth's
what does that
position,
help us?
I believe, is that he has a separate camera from inside Juan's house that he said, and he said Matt was spying on Juan, which is how he knew, like even in his own house.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the only thing that Edgeworth hasn't had access to was the suicide note. I don't know what the fuck about the note is wrong.
Look, all right. If it's not this, we'll try the camera. But
Okay.
I think, like, just that phrase was really damning of we need to, like, talk about this.
Yeah,
Like, that's one
exactly.
thing Edgeworth hasn't seen.
Yeah, exactly. Like that is the only clue we've had. So let's try this. We have life. Okay.
That is Miss Impax's suicide note, right? Who knows?
Oh. That. You know what?
I'm a little flabbergasted.
God
I'm not
damn
gonna
it.
lie. That's sick. We're so good at lawyering.
No, of course.
that's a really good piece of evidence.
That's a really good point.
That certainly does say words. I mean, sure, this suicide note was found inside this bear. But this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means the handwriting on the suicide note has yet to be analyzed. Oh! So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impax or not, that is yet to even be remotely confirmed.
Yeah.
Wow, wait a minute. He made a good point. This
Yeah,
court
what
isn't
the fuck?
case is over. Let's go, court! Mr. Wright,
Wright.
you seriously can't be.
Are you saying the suicide note is a fake?
Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. On Guard.
Holy shit.
Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into this bear that notably only
how
two
dare
people knew
you.
how to open?
Objection. Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever.
Oh, whoa, hold on. What if it's a fake? Then the witness is the only person who could have made it.
What?
Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself.
Bro.
Miss Andrews, your glasses. You wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Matt on guard.
I did no such thing.
Objection. Right, if you're going to pronounce the suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory.
That's not my job. Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap piece of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution.
Ah! Bro, we smoked him.
That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm that the handwriting on this suicide note...
It is the defense's stated the handwriting is yet to be analyzed.
If that's the case, it seems that yet again, we have reached a point where the verdict is impossible.
That's impossible.
This isn't good, Phoenix.
The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Mile will physically be able to make it another day. I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate. Writing analysis, my butt. That's just lawyer trying to buy more time.
Onguard's guilty. Look, I can tell you that.
I think we've reached the end of the line.
Guilty.
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 Guilty! Guilty!
Guilty.
Guilty! Guilty! Guilty!
The Steel Samurai.
Who didn't turn off their fucking phone? What is that sound? It's Gumshoe. Beep. Hello, Gumshoe. What is with him? What's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer?
Yeah, got away.
What?
I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was some way to make it up to you. I really do.
Anyway, what's going on?
Now we found this hideout, pal. But the two of them are already gone.
This is terrible.
I'm gonna keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time.
But
Don't tell me we don't have any more.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty. Hear that? They're calling for his head.
A bit right. I can't. For us to come this far and Oh,
What is it?
let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth.
I can't do that. I'm on a phone in the courtroom, which I'm pretty sure is illegal. Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. I am about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after the court case. Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch! Take that!
Mr. Edgeworth. Now, please, you gotta buy us some more time.
Court is in session. Jesus.
Damn.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying, I'm keeping this phone.
Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I am reluctant to do this, however. It appears that I have no choice to suspend proceedings until tomorrow. This time, I really can't do anything. Court is now adjourned for the day.
If I could finally
Out
rest.
freaking time. I can
Yeah.
die now.
My
I
gosh,
can die a happy
make call my
man.
wife. No! Objection! Please wait, Your Honor.
Edgeworth? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time.
For what purpose?
We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time.
But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes?
I believe we can, Your Honor.
But wouldn't it be better if we adjourned for today and then reconvene tomorrow?
30 minutes. Please, Your Honor. That's all I am asking for.
Please, Your Honor. Very well. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today. I'm not sure that this is helping or hurting us. Court will now take its final recess of the day.
March 23, 204 PIB. District Court, Defendant's Lobby, No 3.
Right, well, what's going on with the Maya situation?
The killer. It looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? We can't find her in that time.
Report!
Report! No.
No, it is my phone now.
Give me back my phone. Oh,
No.
Is that Mr. Edgeworth?
We don't have the time to spit it out.
The right. It looks like we just missed them, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident and just rushed to get away.
A few things.
Can we use any of them as evidence?
I thought you'd ask, pal. I've got the things he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over.
Really?
That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first.
And we don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran.
What?
Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now. Jesus.
Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this.
My Hunkertown card say be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me.
Alright, just get here in one piece.
I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light.
Gumshoe. Detective found. Incinerated at the crime scene. Ran a red light. Blew up. Former detective, my bad.
True.
Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. Did I just kill Gumshoe?
Hey, what's wrong, Detective Gumshoe? Answer me.
No one can stop me.
Is that a lifeline? Who did that? What happened?
It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well.
What was he thinking? We've got to hurry and call for help.
Well, we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to these items before they do, the police will take possession of them.
No! We can't let that happen.
Well, there is a way we can find out where he is, and we stand a chance.
I ran every red light.
Why? Oh, why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to
really
find
funny.
out exactly where he is at this moment? Okay, hear me out. If he's dead, we have Pearl's channel in.
My fucking god. Do we have a way? What?
The radio transponder. We have our attorney's badge.
Wait, no, hold up, wait. Doesn't Francisca have a
What
tracker
if-
on him?
Francisca does have a tracker on him. Also, the follow-up, maybe that's left behind, you know? Okay, but yeah, it's definitely Francisca. Let's go, Francisca. There's a way. That's right, there is a way.
What? How?
I'm sure we can find out how Detective Gumshoe is through this. The transceiver, I guess.
No, don't we have,
Oh, present Francisca von Carmo?
Yeah. Yeah. This item.
Why are you bringing up Francisca at a time like this? Oh, I see. I'll try to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have. She's also shot into the hospital.
Francisca. Will she even want to help us? Edgeworth.
What is it?
don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty. But what I'm doing now, putting the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so, might be my turn to say, defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death.
Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided.
Verdict?
It could be innocent, I mean, I don't know.
Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here?
Yes, Bailiff?
There's a phone call from you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent.
I'll probably finish with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do.
You look like killed Gumshoe.
You got a car.
That was commentator's curse for sure.